Welcome everybody, this is my video of Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction playthrough. This is the playthrough of the Nightfall episode, which came included with the first DLC. So obviously this has been out for quite a while, especially for you Xbox One and Xbox 360 owners, but I figured that even though YouTube's full of videos, there's always room for a really good playthrough video. So I'm just gonna have to take my word for it that the next hour or so is gonna be extremely entertaining. And definitely a special shout out to Neversoft, who's pretty much made Extinction and has now been they've joined Infinity Ward, where they were basically next door neighbors in LA, but the studios have been now integrated, so there's no longer Neversoft, but there's an awesome bunch of guys, so definitely a special shout out to them since they make Extinction. So Extinction is a 4-player co-op mode in Call of Duty Ghosts, and I would say that's probably for me the most entertaining mode, even though I've done Prestige level 10 in multiplayer, and I like the multiplayer a whole lot more than Black Ops 2 or Modern Warfare 3. But Extinction really, the main thing why this works for me is that it's not like an endless wave of zombies. It's a single episode, and some people have complained about that. Oh, there's not enough maps. I mean, get the fuck out of here. Like, the whole point of this is to play the map, master it, replay it. And you can see my team here. So this is me, and I'm playing the medic. Then we have two guys who are concentrating on doing the damage, and then we have an engineer. And then the loadouts are a bit different. So I have the feral instinct, which allows everybody to see the enemies a lot better and move faster. And then we have the team booster that's critical because it allows you to reload your weapons a lot faster. Then three of us have the riot shield, which you can put on your back, which protects you from the attacks from the back. So we're going into kind of heavy detail already here without explaining too much of the game. But like I said, it's a 4-player co-op mode, and you have to play it with friends. Like really, you have to. You gotta play it with people you know, so you can be on the chat, and it's just a whole lot more entertaining that way. Now I've played through once or twice with just random online people, but it's just when you got your team together, everybody knows their roles, and the role-playing aspect is kind of fun as well. Communication obviously is a lot easier. I think that really is the way to go. And it's kind of a shame because if you're a solo player, I mean, like I am most of the time, I mean, you really, the magic of the Extinction doesn't really work if you just play it with random people who just do not know what they're supposed to do. But you know, it can sometimes work. So you can see our levels here. All of us have prestige a couple of times in this mode, and we've definitely been on the grind here. So you can also play the mode through if you want to make it more difficult. So once you've completed a prestige level, you can add relics. Now relics make the game more difficult. You know, you can carry less money, you can do less damage, you can only play with pistols, that sort of stuff. So you know, there's definitely challenges there if you want. So I'm playing the medic, and a really important thing, of course, you can just there's always that one blue enemy coming out of the box that I'm of course not gonna face now, so I won't ruin the surprise for you. And the whole point of this mode is like you can see those destroy icons. You have a drill, you have to go to the destroy icon and then drill and protect the drill while waves and waves of enemies attack you, and you gotta survive and repeat and repeat and repeat. Super important thing, and this is one of the things when the first times we played it, we need to understand like how important it is to complete these challenges. Completing challenges gives you skill points that you can use to improve the various skills you've chosen to have. So I have the riot shield, explosive ammo, the sentry gun, and feral instinct. So you got to put points onto those. And completing the challenges is super important. Now, if you fail a challenge early on, I'd recommend you to start from the beginning. I mean, the challenges are easy to do once you've learned them. Like here, you got to kill 15 scouts with melee. So just stab the enemies. It's very easy when there's 4 of you. You know what you're supposed to do. And we've already have 13 down. The graphics look really nice in this mode. Infinity Ward Neversoft did a bang-up job on this. It really looks nice and sharp. So there we go. we got the skill point. You can see that I can spend the skill point there on the top left, and the drill is pretty much, it's almost done. Now we drill this location first because it gives you access to that room, and you can open lockers there if you find a locker key. Now the lockers give away good weapons with already like grips and rapid fires and weapon sights attached. Now one of the things you notice is that we have not opened any of the boxes or the trash piles that are littered around the levels. There's lots of them. This is one of the most annoying things when you play with random people. The first thing they do is just run off and start opening them. Do not do it in the beginning. Buy a weapon. Okay, well, let me get back to that. Here's me upgrading using the skill point. So I upgraded my pistol because the second upgrade of it makes you move faster, which is really, really important. So usually I'll just put 1 point to the pistol, so I got like two level pistol, and then I start upgrading the medic skill and my sentry guns or turrets, whichever you want to call them, because that's the role I play. So I'm the medic guy that is also playing the support role of having the sentries. So the second challenge is kill 25 aliens using pistols, so super easy to do. So yeah, going back to those boxes that are littered around and give items such as you know, add-ons to the weapons like grips and sights, or money and ammo and grenades and such. Now, before you open them, you should buy the main weapon that you're going to use, because you don't need to open the boxes. You can see one there on the right. You don't need to open them this early on in the game. Like you just don't need them yet. The thing is, like, if I buy an assault rifle, which I'm going to do here in a little while, I think, when I have that equipped and I go open these boxes or scavenge through the trash piles, I'm much more likely to get an attachment that's good for that weapon. So if you go opening everything with a pistol, you're a lot less likely to get like a grip or rapid fire or red dot sight or holographic sight and things like that. There we go, we got our second skill point, and now I think I'm gonna buy the Maverick assault rifle. Gotta kill off these two dudes here. Then buy the assault rifle, and that's actually what I'm going to use throughout this playthrough. It's a pretty solid weapon, came with the DLC, definitely recommended. So see, now I'm starting to open all these little boxes. I got the Semtex there, and immediately I got a holographic sight, which is great. I got my awesome teammates here. Jaakko, Jussi and Marko, they're great lads, were nice enough to take me in and let me play with them, so special shout out to them. So yeah, okay, there I got an ammo clip. You can see we're not really bothering protecting the drill. Obviously you have to protect it, but if you stay near the drill, the enemies are a lot more likely to actually attack the drill. So running around early on when there's little risk of you actually going down, even though we're gonna take some damage here pretty early on, because we're like trying to complete the challenges. So now I got my sentry gun upgraded to level 3. I'm putting, or did I actually? Yeah, I didn't put anything here. So I'm just grabbing the drill, and this is usually we tend to drill that left side last, because it's very, very easy. It's easy to dominate that area. So you can see the rest of the guys are now going around just scavenging the trash piles and those boxes. So let's drill this plant here. Let's see what the challenge is. Don't reload. Now this is best done by not shooting at all and just use melee or use sentries or use explosive, but do not shoot, because in the pistol you have only like 15 bullets, so it's very easy to just, if you swap weapons, it'll often actually automatically reload, which sucks. So do not even shoot here. Even if you have like the LMG, which has something like 200 bullets, if you're a good player, then you know you can spend like 150 bullets, but this is still really easy. Just use melee. See, we only have 30 seconds left to keep going. Just melee these bastards right here. It ain't no thing. 20 seconds, so it's pretty easy to do. And like I mean, we're getting like pretty easy challenges here early on, which is great. Some of the later challenges are a tad more difficult. You can see that the aliens are trying to get to our drill, but we're not going to let them do that. And there's like 3 seconds left, and we got another skill point, so we started off really well here. But you can see it's teamwork, like everybody still looks after each other, so we're talking constantly. So if somebody's low on energy, we you know, he's gonna back off and we're gonna go in and help. And you don't really, and somebody actually went down here, which is kind of surprising this early on. But there's times when the enemies sort of like just gang up on you, and if you're like trying to go for a certain challenge, you might sort of get boxed in and get into some trouble. But it doesn't really matter here because reviving is really easy here. This blue guy game in this DLC again, we have a revive. That's kind of funny. Shouldn't really happen this early on, but we're kind of now showing you what is not supposed to happen, if you know what I'm saying. So there you go. I think Marco's rocking the XM Cox is rocking the LMG there, which is a powerful weapon. Now that big thing that just fell from the sky there releases like 3 or 4 of those explosive red things, which are really annoying. So when you hear that a meteor is coming down, usually we have somebody that immediately runs nearby, because the enemy is those explosive 3 or 4 enemies. They always come out of the right side of it, so you can immediately already start like emptying your clip into that bottom right hand side of the meteor when you start seeing them, the aliens come out. I forget their name now. Alright, so I'm upgrading, so my sentry is on level 4, so it's really powerful now. They've made it less powerful in this DLC, which kind of sucks. It's really powerful in the main Ghosts map, but and it's also doesn't take all that much damage here, which is pretty evident when I started playing this episode, and we were like, wait, how come the sentry is like so gimped and just dies so, like, gets destroyed so fast? Because you can spend these alien teeth, which is this new currency they introduced in the DLC. So you can spend those to you can spend 5 teeth to upgrade the sentry to withstand more damage, which basically makes it the same sentry it was in the very first point of contact extinction episode. So you can see we handled the meteor aliens very easily, and this is another easy challenge. Kill 25 aliens using assault weapons or assault rifles. So I got an assault rifle, I think one of the other guys, or I think 3 of us have them. So this is easy. So even if only 1 or 2 guys have them at this point, it's worth to spend the money to get the challenge done. You can see I've got like almost $6,000, and 6,000 is the limit. And it's ironic. The problem here is something that you never have in real life, that you actually have too much money. Sadly, I don't have that problem in real life. I tend to have too little money because like I spend it on stupid stuff, like, well, not stupid, but anyway, you know, Supreme skateboard clothing and all that stuff. So 3 more kills, but you know, Supreme clothes are awesome. Like they make me feel better when I walk on the street, even though I only usually get the stuff that nobody else wants because I'm never fast enough to like use the online store. But I digress. So another challenge complete. We're on a roll here, and you can see there we're already like immediately attacking the I think they're the Seekers that come out of the meteor, and we're using explosive ammo here, but we've definitely, the jury's kind of, I mean, some people, Extinction players, say that explosive is better in this episode, but up to this point we've always used armor piercing, and we went back to using armor piercing after this completion, because like taking down the Rhino and the other more armored enemies is definitely faster with armor piercing bullets as opposed to explosive. But using explosive bullets kind of feels cool, so there's that aspect. So more points to upgrade. So now I'm level 3 medic. Now the medic's big advantage is that when more scorpions, those yellow enemies that shoot that yellow sperm or shit or whatever it is, the medic does not take too much. Now taking this dude down in 90 seconds is not too tough. So get a sentry here, buy this sentry and just keep blasting at it. Make sure that one player takes care of like the enemies from the meteors and so on, just takes care of the, you know, looks after your back. But having the riot shield on your back here is great, because like it can take the hits for you. So you can see I got the riot shield and it's able to take about 10 hits. So you buy the riot shield by clicking left on the D-pad, and I gotta go revive somebody, or no, I don't. And when you buy the riot shield, press the shoot button, so you use it once, and then press triangle or whatever the button is on the Xbox to put the shield on your back. Now if you don't press the fire button once to sort of lunge out with the shield, you won't actually buy it, so you gotta do that once. But the shield protects you from any attacks from behind, which is really handy, especially if you gotta go revive somebody. So we got 30 seconds and it looks like we're not gonna make it, but I think we're definitely gonna make it. Just keep blasting at the core, have everybody shoot with assault rifles, you can do a lot of damage, and when it does that, all you have to do is go down. You don't even have to go behind this pillar here. You can just like go down. There's that stupid alien is ate away at my beautiful sentry. I hate when that happens, like they do that so much in this DLC episode. And we got 7 seconds left, 6, 5, come on guys, let's do it. There we go, with 3 seconds to spare. We killed that thing in 90 seconds or less. I remember like the first couple of times we played this episode and got to this part, we were like, man, how on earth do you survive? Like there's all this red mist stuff. Not that red mist from that movie, I mean the red mist in this game. If you spin while you revive or repair the sentries or sorry, the drill, it actually does go faster, or maybe it's an optical illusion, but I think it goes faster. You can see the bar there. Okay, folks are revived and go get your monies. I believe you get 2,000 out of it, so make sure you have room for the 2,000 bucks that you're gonna get. And we didn't even shield up all that much here or get body armor, that's what I mean, so that probably explains why some of our guys went down. But this is easy. Like I said, first couple of times we were like, man, this is tough. You just gotta focus on taking that thing down and have one guy just look after your back and make sure that the guy is supposed to do heavy damage, like using the turret and using the sentries like I was there, that you have some protection. Now, you can now freely spend time to just go around the map and collect everything, because like everybody's gotten their main weapons, so you can go get some pickups. There's lots of those trash boxes or those lock boxes and piles of trash that you can open up, and there's also the intel. Now flares are very important, so I got a flare here. If you throw a flare, all the enemies bar the rhino will seek it out and run to it and stare at it, which gives you a super important time. You know, it gives you a breather. You're able, if you're in deep trouble, you can like reload your weapon. You can just quickly regroup and just concentrate your attack to the pile of enemies that stare at the flare. I made a rhyme there. That's awesome. And we found another flare, so we're off to a good start. But of course, the flare takes up the spot that you could also have like the hypno knife, which if you throw it at an enemy, it'll attack other enemies, which is actually pretty handy if you do it to a scorpion. And then you can also have the trophy system, which is also pretty good, because like the non-medic players, that yellow shit that the scorpion shoots is really annoying. Like it is super annoying to have to be in that because you can't see. It's like that girl on that Dr. Dre song, when Jake Steed does his business. But anyway, Soflam is also pretty good, but you can't use it indoors. So you either use it around this area or save it to the very, very end, where you gotta kill that big boss, which we already met. Claymores, this reminds me of Call of Duty Black Ops, where I always put some claymores all over the place in multiplayer. Good times, good times. And you saw the oil drum there. We're just grinding the area now, that's what we call it. We're just like opening up all the lock boxes. They're not always in the same place, or they are, but the placements are not always the same. It's pretty easy once you get to know them. So you just grind the area, because the enemies are not going to spawn before you drill. So this actually gives you a lot of time to just go around, figure out your strategy a little bit. So I got plenty of money. I still got the sentry there, and let's see, kill 10 aliens at full health before the hive is destroyed. Now this is a good location for. Now at full health, it's not too difficult, but the aliens tend to jump around quite a lot, so even if they get pretty close to you, they'll do a little bit of damage. And but no, this is pretty easy, so we're off to a good start with the challenges. And there I'm killing a scorpion for only a measly $100. I should get more money out of that, man. But we've already killed 5, so we're off to a good start here. The Scorpions jumping around like that House of Pain song. That's my favorite band as well. So there we go, easy challenge. So we're definitely lucking out with the challenges right now. A lot of skill points, so we're able to upgrade all of our skills, which really helps. It's super critical. And again, there's an alien eating away at my sentry. Don't just hate when that happens. And I think one of the Seekers got me. And this, like, the reload speed is so slow in this mode. Like, that's the most annoying thing. Like, especially when you use like an LMG. Like, the reload times are so slow. So it's super important that somebody has the team booster, because that makes the reload super fast. And depending on how much you upgrade the team booster, it'll last from 10 to I think 30 or 45 seconds. So it's critical to have that, especially for somebody buys the chainsaw or uses a LMG weapon, because the reload is just so slow. Enemies tend to attack you all the time when you do it. So, but remember the COD rule, it's always faster to swap to another weapon than reload. The annoying thing is, of course, because now I have the soft flam and the shield, I'll have to scroll through all those, so it's not that fast to get to the pistol. But, okay, so you can see the fire there. So one of our guys is the engineer. So the engineer can activate the traps a lot cheaper than any other player, and they last longer. And the traps are extremely powerful. They're great at slowing the enemies down. You can see there I'm already aiming at the Seekers. Very easy to take care of them. But the traps are super useful. Also, they're great at. It's great way to rack up kills, because that's one of the challenges in Extinction, is to get like 10,000 kills, and you get one of those banner graphics or whatever to show off. So this is the feral instinct, so you can see enemies through objects, which makes life a tad easier. But using traps is important, because the engineer, while fully upgraded, he or she can carry 8,000. So $2,000 more than usual, so it's a no-brainer to use the traps all the time, because they last longer when the engineer activates them, and he has to pay less for them, which is really great. So definitely don't hesitate to use them. They slow down the enemies, and it's a great way to barrier yourself and give yourself a shield or perimeter to protect. So I got my sentries at full, so that means I can like put 2 sentries down. I'm dreaming of the day when like all 4 of us would all have upgraded sentries, so we could actually lay down 8 sentries. That would be awesome. Someday, man, you gotta dream. You gotta have dreams, right? So we drilled that place, because then you can go into the room, and maybe one of us had a locker key that the lockers give, like I said earlier, the lockers give away powerful weapons with that already have like upgrades, which is great. And we're gonna drill this place. I think we're gonna get 25 kills with the SMG challenge here. So I think one of our guys is gonna go off and buy another SMG when the challenge starts. Another thing is that why communication is important, even though it's mostly about simple things. It's about, I need shield, I need ammo, I need help. Because when you play with randoms, not everybody has like the complementary skill set or the equipment set. And that's critical. Somebody has to be the ammo guy. Somebody has to upgrade the ammo to be most powerful and keep stocking players. Somebody has to upgrade the shields and keep continuously throwing shields so the players can get them, and that's critical. And when you play with people you don't know, or you don't communicate with them, or it's like a 12-year-old kid that even if you communicate to them, they don't do what you want or help out, it gets very hard, and it gets very annoying. Like, the magic of the game mode just doesn't come through at all. So here we're constantly chatting and communicating that, shields are down, I need shields, I need ammo. Sometimes it's a bit heated, like, yeah, I know, like, give me a fucking break, like, I'm out of money or something, but everybody knows their roles, and, okay, now I can't carry any more money. Important thing, if you press the L1, No, well actually I have to, so if you press the aim button and then the jump button and hold them down, you can actually drop $1,000. This is new in this episode. It wasn't in the original point of contact, but it's very handy, and I keep forgetting it and end up buying something. But you can actually distribute money to other players, which is really important as well. Because like the turrets that I use are really expensive at $2,000 a pop, so I tend to need money. That's also a Mark song. I need money and it just ain't funny. Too bad his career, well at least rap career didn't go all that good. Anyway. So 14 out of 25 SMG kills and the drill is halfway, so this is gonna go right down the line. Because these guys, this is where the game gets a little bit more difficult. There's a lot of seekers running out, getting close, so you get damage. And the SMGs just don't kill the enemies very fast, so us assault rifle guys try to support by, you know, popping off a couple of shots at the enemies that they're easier to kill. So we have 5 kills left, and I believe we're actually gonna fail. And you can see there's a lull now. There's that annoying blue enemy that disappears for a while, and we're just not getting the luck here because we're just the enemies are not spawning here, which is pretty annoying. So it looks like, okay, so now we have 4 SMG kills, and you would think we're gonna make it, but see, there's nothing coming. That's what she said. And now we're getting antsy. There's like about 20% left, and then you get hard to kill enemy like the scorpion here. I think I actually, yeah, so the rest of our guys are not in the right place for it. And we need 2 more kills, and now there's enemies, but like they're reloading. The drill gets damaged, panic sets in. Again, oh, there is enemies, but I don't know what we're doing, so we need to have 1 more kill. And we just can't get it. We just can't get it. The drill is about to be done. We get the seekers, which are super easy kill. And no, we got it. Sorry, we got it. Awesome, right down the wire. Great. And I'm full of money again, so I could panic buy because one of our guys is down. And it's amazing always, like when you try to do the challenges, like how easily you get into trouble. Like, don't ever get too arrogant, because you only need like 3 or 4 enemies to suddenly group on you. You might have run out of the shield, and suddenly you're reloading, and then you're fucked. So let's see what I'm going to upgrade here. I think if you upgrade the pistol up to level 4, you can actually carry 3 main weapons. So that's why the locker keys are handy, because like even if you get like a weapon that it might be not so awesome, it's just faster to use that weapon rather than reload your current one. So on to the last drilling area of this level, or no, wait, second to last. I'm amazed like I can talk this much. It's like been 28 minutes and I'm still going. If I would only be this smooth with the ladies, man, I'd be amazing. Anyway, so let's drill this sucker here. Now this is pretty easy to defend. Okay, don't spend any money for 2 minutes. Now that's critical to notice that you have about 3 seconds to spend money. You can see when the challenge comes up, there's a timer going down. So immediately stock up on ammo, buy the sentries, buy some ammo and throw it on the ground, even though it runs out I think in 30 or 45 seconds, but do not spend any money. A lot of people just mess this up. They just get panicked and buy ammo or something. Just don't buy anything. Do not spend any money for 2 minutes, and that is not the easiest challenge at this part, because you're gonna get a lot of enemies. But as the ammo's also been upgraded a little, you can see I do have plenty of ammo. Trying to protect my sentry, I got 2, so I'm trying to let them do their job. And the melee attack is always good. You can see there's 3 of us up here. And we put an IMS there, so if somebody comes close to the drill, it's gonna get blasted to bits. The IMS is like supremely handy. It's very, very useful. You should protect the drill with it. When you're reviving in a tight spot, like put an IMS around you, so that when the enemies pop up, they're just gonna be exploding all over the joint. Alright, 50 seconds left. I still got like 160 bullets in the clip, so no problem here. I still got my pistol as well, so we're doing pretty well here, not spending any money. And this forces you to play smarter and obviously save money, which is because you do need money. The currency is very important in the game. But we're doing pretty well, and we're spread up a little bit, so we have two of our guys like patrolling the downstairs, and then two of us up here. I'm moving my sentry here just to give it a better field of vision, because the enemies are coming from the left. And so if you group up too much, like if all four of us would be up here, all the enemies would like spawn on top, very close to us, and then it'd be panic. And 3 seconds, and here we go, another challenge complete. So our team is doing pretty damn good now. Scorpions are super annoying, so get rid of them as fast as you can, because they debilitate the movement capability. I wonder if that was English, of all the non-medic players, because I'm a medic. I don't get, like I said earlier, I don't get too much damage. So there's the Rhino. Used to be panic early on when we played this mode. Oh my god, the Rhino. But now it's just like it's the easiest thing in the world, even though we're using explosive ammo and not armor-piercing ammo, which takes it down a lot faster, definitely. But the Rhino is it moves fast when it boosts, but then it stops, so it's pretty easy to you know, damage it heavily. You can see that I don't have a shield here, and there we go. I'm gonna get a shield, and you get some explosive creatures there. Which is pretty annoying. Already my shields are like half gone, so I'm gonna revive this guy here. And we've completed this without a single revive, so we didn't do that well here, but it's okay. I got another skill point, so let's clean the area now. Make sure everybody's okay, stocked up on ammo, and one of the main thing is like I said, when don't be arrogant. It's like don't think like, I don't need armor now, I don't need ammo now. Just don't hesitate. Just spend the money, get the armor, get the ammo, so you don't get screwed. Because as soon as you go down, your other team members are lacking one weapon, and they gotta go rescue you. So it immediately gets a whole lot more difficult. All right, so we've cleaned up this area. I'm gonna go grab the drill. You can see that this is very much, I'm playing the role that I'm in real life as well. I'm very much the kind of guy that sort of wants to help guys out, people out, and like, I'll just stick to my role and all that. You can see the nice camouflage there, which is we earned it by winning four clan wars in the platinum, or sorry, in the diamond division. So we're as elite as you can get, so we can rock that yellow camouflage, which is pretty dope. As you can tell, we played a lot of this game. It's a great game. As much as I love Extinction, I gotta say I really like the multiplayer as well. Let's see. So medic full, sentry full, pistol 2. I think Feral was level 2. So I'm just gonna go see if there's any stuff left here. Oh, there's another flare. So we got lots of flares laying around. So an important thing is like this stuff stays there. So if you used it, do not hesitate to go back and pick that stuff up, because it's really critical. Like the flares are extremely useful to have. All right, so we're gonna drill. This is the last bit in this area, and then we're gonna go indoors. So kill 10 aliens in 30 seconds. Now, sounds easy, but there's a lot of times when you get this challenge that you don't actually get enough enemies, or you get like a couple of scorpions, which are pretty slow to kill. Well, we have the trap set, and we have the sentry shooting, so we're definitely going to make it this time. But there's a lot of times when there's just not enough enemies spawning, and that's really annoying, because like, there's nothing you can do. Alright, another challenge complete. I don't think we've failed a single challenge so far, which is awesome. So everybody's really powered up. And this is pretty easy to protect. You have the firewall there, and even though the scorpions drop right in front of you, I'm staying back here, giving support. The other guys are staying to the left, and one is a bit further away, just to make sure that any enemies coming in from the left are shot down as fast as possible. And there you can see Exo Cox taking down the explosive seekers as fast as possible, because they're annoying, they're ugly, and they do a surprising amount of damage. Let's get some team booster here. So that boosts hand speed for 30 seconds. Super important. Not here yet, but like it's just, you can see how fast the reload is, and that's just awesome. So definitely take good use of that. So that's what I'm saying, that it's really important that that the loadouts complement each other. So somebody throws the shield, somebody is the ammo guy, and then somebody does the feral, somebody does the team boost. We always have the clear order. So for me, it's always the sentry and the medic first, because those are the important things, and after that usually feral. Same for the other guys, so they level up the ammo as fast as they can, and then the rest. Like the team boost, because like you can live without those things early on, but so doing damage is the most important thing, and you always need to have ammo, and you always need to have you know, shields. So upgrade those first. So money is no problem here either. You can see I got 5,490 bucks. So soon my coffers are full again. Another meteor coming down. So let's get rid of the seekers. I think I failed there. I think they actually escaped. No, they just died in the fire. And yeah, get rid of scorpions. The drill is almost done. So we're doing pretty well here. Solid teamwork. And like I said, we've played through this. I think I've done something like 19 completions, not just this map, but in total. And it's a lot of fun because like it takes about an hour 10 minutes. So you hook up with your mates, and then you know that you're on a mission, you're gonna play it through. It's not this endless wave, you know, which I hate. I don't have time to play like for 7 hours unless it's COD multiplayer. I don't have time to like play through endless waves. I just find that really boring. Just like, I don't really want to play like, oh, I got to level 37 and then grind that all over again. It's a lot more fun to just know that you can get through something and you can get XP so you can level up, which is it's always nice, because that's a big part of like the gaming psyche and just the psychology of playing games and MMOs and games like this. It's just about the leveling up and getting new gear, which just suckers us all in. It's weird, but it works. Alright, so I got level 4 feral now, which is good because it makes it last a whole lot longer, which is really important. Alright, so time to grab the drill. Usually if you run up really fast, there's a rhino up there, but I think for some reason he doesn't show up here. Or maybe he was that last one there, but usually he pops up here, and then we just lure him down and kill him to get more money. I could swear that this lockbox will be a trophy. Oh, I'm a psychic dude. I don't know how I knew that, but I calculated in my head like Ben Affleck does with them cards, man. He was a beast with them cards, like Willie D was with them iPhones. Alright, so this is the final, or the second to last area actually. And at first this was pretty tough, because it's a relatively small area. So it's pretty easy to get boxed in by the aliens, and then you're fucked. But a real pro tip here is engineer and use the traps. You can electrify another flare, which is great. Now I'm going up the ladder here. You can electrify this whole damn upstairs thing, and a lot of scorpions drop down on it and die immediately. So keep turning on the electricity for this thing. It's the key to playing through and completing this area in a very efficient manner. So make sure you got the engineer, because that way the trap lasts longer, is cheaper to use, and just more effective. So it's critical. I keep using that word a lot, I'm sorry. Bouncing titties, I mean bouncing betties, I don't know, Freudian slip. If you collect the intel here, be very careful of not buying that weapon, the VEPR weapon. Which is really annoying in this game sometimes is like you're holding down the square button or whatever it is on the Xbox because you want to like unlock something, and suddenly you're too close to a weapon and you end up spending $1,500 on a weapon you didn't want because you actually just wanted to pick up a shield or something. So be mindful of that fact. And what we're doing here, again, we're just grinding through the area. I've collected all the intel here. You might want to definitely do that, because then you can go to the main menu, listen through the plot line, and the intel conveys the plot line, which is pretty cliched, but still kind of fun to learn what goes on with Dr. Cross and all that stuff. And again, like a lot of love to Neversoft. can definitely see their influence here. That bit of wackiness and that sort of skateboard out there, work hard, play hard culture. Now we drill this corner first all the time because it tends to be the most challenging spot in this area for whatever reason. We used to stupidly all stay in the same spot here, which is really dumb, so just spread out, put a couple of sentries here, protect the drill if you can. Alright, the challenge is kill 10 marked aliens, so they have the white outline, so you can see now that we have the electricity on, or do we? We actually don't. Now, at first, in like the first 15-20 seconds, only the aliens that have are marked show up. But after that, suddenly, you can see he's not marked, his friend's not either, but his brother, so I turned the sentry away to face the wall so it doesn't kill any of the non-marked enemies. We do it a lot of the times, man. Like, if you have sentries around, and then there's a challenge that, you know, you gotta do 15 kills or 25 kills with a certain weapon, and you know it's gonna be tough, turn away the sentries if you haven't, just make them point at a wall or something so they don't take away from the kills. And yeah, this spot can get a little tough. You can see how much of that yellow shit there is that slows down the other guys, and they're eating away at my sentries, which I really hate. It's the same feeling as when you're in the club, you're talking to a girl, you go away, you know, maybe get a drink, go to the bathroom, and suddenly there's another guy talking to the girl. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, get away from my sentry, aka my girl. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we got the challenge done early on, and you can see on the bottom left-hand corner, I got a locker key, so I'm going to use that later. Now I'm just trying to protect my sentries, but both are gone. Let's see if I'm going to buy another one. Now I'm running out low on money. I do have money to buy like another sentry, and the drill is like halfway done. But you can see we're spread out, so some of the guys taking care of the left side, somebody trying to, you know, make sure that the drill's okay. The engineer can fix the drill really fast, so it's not that critical. I'm trying to get I'm trying to get some explosives. So we're gonna get a bit of trouble here at some point, and then using explosive actually is a very solid strategy, definitely. And just running out of ammo here and having a chance to reload is pretty tough here sometimes because the enemies gang up on you. So we have one of the guys down there on the left, and yet again this cryptid, that's what the aliens are called. Now I remembered it 45 minutes into this damn video. Yeah, so the cryptid was eating away at my sentry, which sucks. Alright, so we got about 20% left on the drill, so we're doing pretty well here, pretty well organized. Keep reloading, making sure you got the ammo all the time, that you're not going to run out and get into trouble. As you can see, these guys, the cryptids take quite a bit of damage at this point. Our scorpion, and the drill is almost done. I'm going to take some body armor here. So again, I just stress that the mode can seem overwhelming the first couple of times played, especially if you go alone or play with like a couple of players you don't know. It's just figure out the mode, man. It's a lot of fun. It really is. It definitely, it's well balanced. Always a good sense of progression. You're always unlocking stuff. It does support a little bit of different play styles. So if you're the guy with the high kill death ratio, you should definitely be the person that does a lot of the damage because you have a good aim. People like me who are not so good with the weapon, just make sure that I give the support, like healing, dropping down sentries. So you can see we spent, because we keep completing these challenges, so I already got feral full, medic full, sentry full, which really helps. So again, we're going around, I think we're going to drill this area first. Now when you drill this, there's always one or two rhinos that show up from the floor here, so be prepared for that. The electricity here is the key word. No, actually we're going to drill this place because you can get the Venom X alien weapon, or the weapon based on alien tech. I think I'm actually going to run and go get the trophy here. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because the trophy explodes grenades and explosive in the air when you use it in multiplayer, but here you can use it to eliminate to some extent that yellow bile that the scorpions spew and is so annoying. So I put it down and then I run back and get the flare, because it's important to have it. Actually, it's very important now to get a lot of gear at this point, because for whatever reason they've changed. So when you get to the final boss, you were able to like hang out in this area before it triggered, so you could just collect your thoughts and equip yourself and go maybe outside this area and pick up more stuff. But now it just triggers the boss. So alright, so put 2 sentries facing into these directions, or just both facing to the right, because a lot more. You can see the scorpions drop down from there, so you gotta be doing damage to that direction. So aiming 2 sentries there helps a lot. So the challenge is killing 25 aliens using shotguns, and we're just not gonna go for it. None of us have shotguns, and just we didn't want to spend the money for 2 players to get the shotguns and take the risk of like fucking up at this point. So we have enough skill points, so it doesn't matter. So when you break into that room, you can get the Venom X weapon, which is basically a grenade launcher. Very handy. So you shoot the grenade and then you have to press the shoot button again to explode it. So it's very handy to clearing out the group of enemies, and it's very useful for the end boss. So here the electricity is of critical importance. So it's right above us. The roof is completely electrified, so when enemies drop down on it, they get a lot of damage. You can see those flashes and those sparks. It's really important. So make sure the engineer keeps turning on the electricity, and you can see we protected our sentries with my IMS, so it gets very, very chaotic here. But as long as you make sure you have the ammo, you spray away at the enemies, you got no problems. You can see the sparkles there that tell you that the electricity is turned on. And you turn it off there. That's one side. The other side is pretty much the sort of mirror on the. It's the exactly on the opposite side. My English fails me, even though it's my second native language. I don't know if there's like multiple native languages. I don't know. Anyway, drilling's almost halfway done. We're doing pretty okay. But you can see the enemies definitely gang up on the drill now. I'm trying to just make sure that we don't get ambushed from that left side. But we're still dominating the area pretty well. Our sentries are still around, and everybody's ammoed up. Oh, we have a rhino. It tends to get stuck. And now suddenly you can see, I didn't even notice, but the drill got busted. So you see me throwing a bouncing Betty there just to make sure that whoever goes there is protected just a little bit at least. And I bought another shield, I guess, or just no, I swapped weapons because I'm getting in a little bit of a jam here. Throw another bouncing Betty there, because the drill does go into bad shape very rapidly. Which is annoying, so it's pretty important to fix it pretty fast, and make sure that the aliens don't get the whale on it way too much. Alright, so deploy some boosters. We got like 10% of the drilling process left to go, and then we're done. So this is the feral, so you can more easily see the enemies around you. It's helpful. It's not necessary, but it also makes you move faster, which was more important in the very first Extinction, when you're supposed to leg it back to the chopper right at the beginning of the level once you've killed or destroyed the last hive in point of contact. You have to run back, and there's an achievement if you do it in 1 minute 30 seconds, I believe so. So everything helps. So here's the Venom X weapon, so you go pick it up, and I think it fits 6 ammo. So it starts with 4, but those yellow eggs will pop up, so make sure you stock up on that ammo. It's very important to stock up for the end. Let's see what I'm gonna upgrade here. Nothing. Or did I upgrade the shield? Can't remember. So we have 2 more or 3 more spots that we got to drill. So we're gonna pick this spot, pretty easy to protect, and again the big platform in the middle, just electrified. You can see our guy, engineer, turning on the electricity there on the bottom right hand corner, the silhouette. That's where you can, I think you can, that's where you turn it on. At least one side. This is an easy challenge now. Stay in the circle and kill 20 aliens. Now obviously it depends where the circle is, but now it actually popped up close to the drill, close to where we are. But you can see immediately there's a goddamn alien on the drill. And you know why this is easy, this kill 20 aliens? Now our engineer turned on the electricity and just comes into the circle while the electricity keeps killing them softly. See, the middle platform is electrified, so when the scorpions drop down on it, they die. So it's easy to get the kills here. Just let the engine, see, there we go, a bunch of aliens dying there, or at least getting damaged. And there we go, very, very easy. Just have the engineer turn on electricity and come into the circle, just protect them. And the drill took some damage because we were concentrating on staying in the circle and just kicking some alien ass. I think one of our guys now has the vulture, which seems relatively high kill streak in the multiplayer, but it's pretty useful here because it's like has that predator type of explosive. It can shoot, so it's pretty good. So we're pretty much halfway done here. Electricity doing its thing. Then we get a rhino, and now it's caught in the crossfire, so we can deal with it pretty easily. It's not too difficult. There you go. We took it down really fast. But you can see again, there's an alien on the drill, so it's really important to look after it. And now the electricity is turned off. Like, we ran out of juice, so we should turn it back on. Which does mean that the engineer has to venture out a little bit on his own, which can be a little bit scary. But if you know what you're doing, just run there. Maybe put the pistol in your hand, because when you have the pistol in your hand and you've upgraded to level 2, you'll move a whole lot faster. So just keep sprinting with your pistol in your hand, and you should be fine. So something like 30% left. I'm throwing the feral. I'm running out of money here, but I'm trying to look after the drill as well. We're doing pretty good now. My stowed riot shield is destroyed, so that means I took a couple of hits on my back, so I gotta buy another riot shield to have protection. So now I'm the guy repairing the drill. You know, the engineer should always do it because he does it a lot faster, but it keeps spinning because I think the repair happens faster that way. So boost hand speed, which means quicker reload, very important here. And don't really worry about money. Like I said earlier on, you can just throw money, the other players can share the money, and like you keep racking up the kills here, no doubt. So you can make that money. Suddenly a lot of enemies, and now like, okay, now I ran out. No, I still have the, you can see how long the team booster works. I still have 20 seconds left. Another rhino. I'm gonna take him down as fast as we can so we can concentrate on the other enemies. And the drill is done, and usually if an alien is attacking the drill and there's like 10, 15, 20% left, the drill, don't care about the aliens because the drill will last and just go through and just let the drill do its job and then take care of the alien. So we had quite a few rhinos coming up, and we did pretty well there. So make sure everybody gets their armor. I'm running a bit low on money here. Spend a skill point. Let's see. Probably gonna take ammo. So that, oh no, exciting. What am I gonna do? I think I spent either on nothing or on ammo, because some take 2 skill points, so you know you gotta save up a little bit. Kill that scorpion there, grab the drill, and off we go. You don't really have to worry about jumping or falling down from high places here because you don't take any damage, which is good. We went to the wrong place here. We all thought this was the last one, but we actually have one more area, one more sack or whatever that thing is to drill. I was also like wondering, why are we here? And then realize, oh yeah, there's just one more spot that we got to go and drill. So I grab the drill, jump down, get no damage, land on the railing, Tony Hawk style, as you do in a Neversoft game. and I'm getting some money there, just finding finding $1,000 lying around. There's one of Finland's premier Call of Duty players. Look him up, XM Cox. He's as hard and bad as they come, bad in a good way. Guy knows his stuff. Great COD player. And an all-around nice guy. I like the rest of these two guys as well. Good bunch, and that's why I play this game. That's why we play a lot of MMOs, because it's more about the the social aspect, playing with your mate, shooting the shit, getting some cool unlocks, and getting away from life, man. It's Alright, so this is an easy, find and kill the leper in 30 seconds. Now this used to be really hard in the original Point of Contact episode, because it was really hard to make out the leper, but now it's a whole lot easier. We've turned on the electricity, and the leper is bound to drop on the electrified middle structure. I'm trying to go and find him, but there we go. Somebody shot him, or he died, or it died due to the electrified structure, which is awesome. So we got another skill point there. So the leper it's hard to make out. It's colored a bit differently, and it doesn't run at you, but that doesn't really help all that much because there's so many enemies and it's just chaotic. So we have the electricity running, and we have the fire trap. The fire looks really cool. It's really well animated. Just looks great. The enemies take a lot of damage running through the fire. We're trying to protect the sentry there. I think my sentry that I posted. Oh, and there's an enemy dropping in. Let's kill him. And I'm using the it's 45 seconds, so I have the team booster, we call it, that helps us reload faster. Very important. Okay, so we have a rhino up there. One of our guys in a bit of spot of trouble there. Trying to help him out. And this blue guy, or purple or whatever, I'm slightly colorblind, so we're gonna take care of him here. So that was easy. Oh, there's another one, and it gets a little bit chaotic here. My shields are down, and I'm running low on ammo, so I need both, but I still have my pistol, obviously, so I can always fall back on that. And now I got to, because I ran out of ammo, and then the shield. Where's the shield? Gotta run. Gotta go get it. Get the body armor, great, and now there's ammo and there's team booster as well, or boost hand speed. So we're back in the game. So help your mates out here, get rid of the aliens. The drill's about, it's got about 30%, 25% left. We're doing pretty solidly here, controlling the area, dominating the cryptics, showing who's boss, making sure that they die fast because they keep attacking us. They're not peaceful aliens, like, if only we could talk to them. I don't know. Things could be a whole lot different. So we got Feral here that I threw down, so we can see the enemies a whole lot more clearly, and we can move faster. And it's pretty helpful here. Just to, you can set your sights and your shots earlier because you can see the enemies more clear. Another rhino. We keep getting a lot of these because I think we're just playing so damn well, and I think they patched the game and just made it a bit more difficult because we played through this I think 6 or 7 times, and we found that this one was pretty tough. There's more enemies, there's more rhinos, and maybe the difficulty scales up to the fact that we prestige a couple times. I don't know. Alright, drill is done. Pick up some ammo, make sure you always got ammo. There's still some scorpions around there throwing that yellow disgusting stuff around. And there's a little cutscene here, so if you want to see it, run up to the window, hear what Dr. Cross has to say, tell everybody else to shut the fuck up. I think I'm going to open the locker here because I have the illusion that if I open a locker here at the tail end of the game, it will contain more exciting stuff, but that's not actually true. You can get really good gear even early on. So I think I did spend, so I've ranked up my pistol to level 4, which means I can carry 2 main weapons, so I can have the weapon here. Then there's that evil white guy, Slap. We're gonna find his ass in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th episode, I'm sure. Alright, so we can start getting ready to the final drilling here. I just went to see if I can actually get more ammo out of those things, but I can't. So here's how you're gonna set up for this second to last battle. Now, several rhinos show up, so definitely put an IMS near the drill. And then set up a sentry right here, because there's going to be a rhino spawning right in front of it, so that'll shoot the rhino, but also stop the rhino's movement, because it will attack the sentry, which makes the rhino easier to shoot at. Now, it's pretty random, but a lot of the time the enemies either spawn from the very left-hand corner right here where I'm going. So it might be worth putting a sentry here, or just making sure one of the guys or gals, one of you guys, that's a saying that stuck in me from my ex-boss. So the left side, a lot of enemies will drop down, so either put some bouncing betties there or just put a sentry there. But again, electrify the middle, that's super important. So the engineer will go down and make sure that whole damn structure is electrified, which helps a lot. Make sure the sentries are aiming at this direction, or then have one here. So I'm going to take care of the left side here, and one guy will be there where the drill is, putting the drill down and trying to protect that area a little bit. But we all tend to run down here and make our stand here, because this gives you a good chance of shooting the enemies that are going to go for the drill, gives you more area to move, and also you're not going to fall down. It's very easy to fall down if you stay in the middle structure. Now you can see I'm a bit overwhelmed here, because like a lot of enemies just drop down on the left side, but I'm getting a little bit of help from my teammates here, so we can drop them really fast. Keep hitting my friend's shield, which makes that annoying sound. I apologize. So we gotta spend 20k, and a rhino shows up, so this makes life a little bit more difficult. And you can see the enemies just suddenly pop up. There's a lot of enemies. I don't have time to look at the drill, but you gotta listen. If the drill's in trouble, you gotta make sure one guy looks after it. But we still have the sentry shooting towards it. We have the IMS protecting it. So the drill's fine. You can see there the rhino showed up in the middle of the walkway there, and probably ate away at he ate the sentry. But at least that also slowed him down, so it gave us more time to do some damage towards it. So you can see those yellow eggs. Those are the ammo for the Venom X weapon. Very important to pick up, but I'm at ammo's maximum, so make sure somebody goes and picks it up. You can see there's a lot of this scorpion shit flying around, the yellow ooze. So a trophy would have been nice here. But we're doing okay, we're almost halfway. Make sure you keep dropping the ammo, make sure you keep dropping the shields, that nobody's going to be going down, because you need all of your guys or gals doing damage here. And you can see I almost got stuck there, just like these enemies are relentless, so now I have to back off. I'm running out of ammo. I try to switch my weapon, but then of course I get all these useless weapons, so I had to use a Venom X shot, which I think killed like 3 enemies there, because it's very, very powerful. Very good at crowd control. That's what that weapon is great at. So refilling ammo, I'm out of a shield, so I would definitely love a shield or a bulletproof armor here. Get the hand boost speed, and there we go. I get some level 4 body armor. That helps out a lot. We got the 2 sentries shooting. I'm trying to take care of the left corner. We're back in our groove here now, so to speak, doing a lot of damage, making sure nobody gets run over, have the sentries doing damage, having the electricity on. And whenever there's a slight pause in the action, make sure you're reloaded. Always have the clip full. It's not like in the multiplayer where only reload when you're sure there's nobody very close. Don't reload after a single kill, because you always have enough ammo to kill another player anyway. Well, that's if you have 8 bullets or more. Alright, so now we're a bit crowded up here, but we spent 20k, so we got our skill point, and the drill's almost done, so this is going to be okay. But this is where it gets tricky. Now, before you were able to hang back in this area without triggering the final boss, but now they patch it so it actually does trigger the final boss and warps you directly ahead where I'm shooting now. Which is pretty annoying, because there's stuff here that we could go and get, like maybe some explosives or flares or hypno knife that we've left lying around, or even just grabbing your sentries. And oddly enough a rhino pops up, and I'm actually don't have armor and I'm running out of ammo, so But see, rejoining the squad, and none of us went to that far left corner when you come into this area, which triggers the boss. So this is pretty annoying. You have to be prepared for it now after the patch, because see, suddenly we're here. Okay, so this run where we're running, so where you see this this vehicle, put a sentry there, and make sure you get protected here. So whenever you see the boss doing that, you know, when it's sort of sweating those yellow bullets kind of thing, it'll start to shoot. Make sure you cover just because it's very they do a lot of damage, those bullets. So I'm using the SOCOM, the Salt Flam here to do damage, and then the trick is for everybody to use their Venom X, shoot your Venom X, because those do a lot of damage. The point is to do a lot of damage and then see it'll go down. When it goes down, this is when you gotta put out your sentries, do as much damage as you can, but somebody also has to look around because a lot of enemies show up. Those annoying explosive red things show up, do a lot of damage, and before you know it, you're down, and you're trying to revive, and then you're down. So play smart, and actually this is tougher than before. They've changed this in the latest patch, because the alien here didn't, the boss here didn't, usually wasn't able to heal himself as much as before, but now these pods come out, and they did used to come out, but he wasn't able to use them as much as before. So these pods come out and he will leech energy from them, so shoot the pods. They come out of these red tower thingies that I'm hanging out behind, see right in front here. So I went did a revive. So this is a thing where the eggs or the sacks or whatever those damn things are, I'll show you in a bit. So make sure everybody's armored up and everybody has ammo. See, now we did damage halfway. So the alien goes away and suddenly a lot of enemies show up. Through a flare, because we're panicking a little, so you can see the enemies are running towards the flare except for the rhino. But when we only have to deal with the rhino and the other enemies run towards the flare, we're fine. So the rhino will always come out of that spot. So you put down sentry 1 or 2 if you can afford it, and make it shoot toward this section, because this is where the rhino always comes out, like right where I'm facing. That's where it comes out, so you can be prepared for it. You can put an IMS there, you can put a sentry there, you can just make sure everybody's fully loaded and shoot these eggs before they spawn enemies. But this is tough. This is surprisingly tough. We're actually doing not very well here. I think this is the third rhino, but again you can see it comes out from the same spot. What makes this tough is that seekers keep coming out, and I'm trying to like make sure that the other guys get to concentrate doing more damage, but you can see I'm a bit of trouble here. Like I'm running down on ammo, I'm being chased, so I have to run, get the armor, get some more ammo. And we're slowly running out of money. So this is tough. Okay, so now the boss is back. Put another sentry there, and this is the thing you have to shoot. I think those are the things that make it regenerate health. So shoot them down as fast as you can, and try to protect your teammates by shooting the seekers here, because they do a lot of damage and they're annoying. So I'm trying, but you can see there's one coming, but I can take the hit, and you can actually spend teeth on an upgrade that basically makes you invulnerable to them. So actually one player can just run up to them and make them explode and take the hit. So you can see the alien boss is now recuperating health, which sucks ass to say the least. I hate that. Like, how come we can't? Well, actually we can do that with a class upgrade. That's only usable in the next episode in Mayday, But anyway, so we're doing damage and trying to whittle down its energy, and make sure when it starts shooting, yell that out that starts to shoot. Make sure everybody goes down, because you will get a lot of damage when he attacks. So you have to, or she, who knows. Again, shoot this flower egg thingy. And I took some hits there, but I was able to get that down. But you can see there on the far left corner in the flat where I'm trying to take that down. And now the alien boss is down again. But see, I haven't reloaded properly. I don't have the sentry, so I'm not actually able to do as much damage to it as we should. So this is where we messed up a little bit. We really should have been able to do a whole lot more damage at that point to it, because usually we're able to finish the boss at this point. But now we're gonna have to withstand, and again you can see it regenerating. Those yellow force fields or whatever are near it. And more seekers, so now it's getting annoying. I'm trying to get enough money so I could like buy another sentry. I do actually have the 2,000 for it, but trying to see if I should spend it on something more useful for the team. And okay, now I'm buying another sentry, and there's there's another one of those flowers, and then seekers show up. Now I'm panicking a little bit, but I still had the secondary weapon, so I was able to shoot at least a couple of them, and getting the body armor, going down as fast as I can so I don't get shot at, trying to protect the sentry. And more aliens show up. And there's actually X that I think we could get Venom X ammo, but nobody's able to go get it. And we're waiting for it to shoot. And now I'm actually... You have to shoot at it at a certain spot, so you can obviously see that when you shoot at it, it's this red cross and there's regenerating. I'm trying to shoot down that flower so we can do some damage to it. Now it's down. You can see us running down to it and trying to do as much damage as we can, and now we can really whittle it down. You can see there's a couple of us shooting at it relentlessly. We're not gonna let him win. We're not gonna get these goddamn cryptids run our planet, man. Like, we're gonna go down fighting, even though he lived another day there. I'm gonna try to shoot down that flower thingy again. I was able to do that. So previously, when we completed this, we've never shot down those flowers. We haven't even paid attention to them, like, at all. So they've changed something to the boss here. We were able to like do this a whole lot faster. So let's try to get him down again. If guys got Venom X explosives, throw them at the boss. To make him go down, because those are a lot of damage. I'm out of ammo, I gotta reload, and I'm running out of a shield, so let's see. So now I'm not hitting it correctly. I'm wasting ammo. There I go. And again, it's healing, which is really annoying because it does get quite a bit of energy back up. So now I'm still getting pretty solid amount of money, so we're not like entirely panicking, but let's see. I think we're gonna get it down now. I'm trying to just help the guys, just putting down these enemies so they can concentrate on doing damage. Again, it's healing, or no, it's shooting. So everybody goes down, everybody go down. In Finnish we have this saying, syöksyön eteenpäin and maihin, military terms, when you have to like just get down on the ground. And there we go, now just like hailing bullets at it, making sure this alien scumbag boss is gonna die. It's good to like kill a boss in a video game, right? Because we don't really have that so much anymore. It's an old game mechanic, but it works in a game mode like this. And there we go, that's how you complete Call of Duty Ghosts Extinction Nightfall episode. That's how you do it. We had a good team. I hope you learned a lot from how to do this. It's a great mode. If you got COD Ghosts, don't change it in. Get a couple of friends, play split screen, play on live with your friends. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for watching this long ass video. Please like, please do subscribe. It would make me feel a whole lot better. Thanks very much.